Hello, this is Hustle and Fun coming to you with another tip on how to set your maintenance intervals on your 2009 through 2014 Maxima. Well, basically there are two buttons, as you can see, a button with a square marker on it and a round button. So I will refer to it as square and round throughout this. There will be quite a few times you have to push each button in order to get to the point where you need to, and also to reset the mileage. I just changed oil on this, so it may not show that much of mileage on there, but anyhow, what's important is I'll show you how it's done. So the first thing you need to do is get to the right screen on your display of your dash. So I'm going to be pushing the square button. So I pushed it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5, and now I got to the point where it shows the maintenance interval. And I'll push the round one once, twice, then I'll push the square once, and now I'll push the round one time to get to the engine oil. Now I actually have to push the square one again, and it will take me to the engine oil screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the round button once, and this will get me to set how soon you would like the message to appear that you have to change your oil. So if I push the square button at this point, it will show me the miles. It's actually set at 0 right now, but if I push the round button, it will go up as I keep pushing it to the amount that's desired. So I will set mine to 3,000, and to do this you have to keep pushing the round button. The time that you will see that these both places are blanked out, the first one has a slash through it, and also the second one has a slash through it. It usually results when your battery goes dead, or when you disconnect the battery cables, either the positive or negative. So at that point, this will reset to 0. But one tip here is that if it has reset to 0 like this, it's actually not even 0, but it's just these slashes, it will not start counting the mileage till you actually set what mileage you would like the warning to appear on your dash. So if you don't set anything, it will not count the mileage. So you do need to set that first, and then you're able to actually see this. From this point, you want to go back and push your square button to get out of this display. And when you drive around a little bit, you will actually put some mileage on the car, and then I'll show you how to reset that tab. So you would need to get to the same screen, to the maintenance, and I already showed you how to do this. So let me drive a few miles so you can see how it's the resetting is done. So I'd driven about 3 miles, and I pulled over and we're at the maintenance screen, and I will be pushing the round button to get to the right place. So we're on the maintenance. At this point, I will be pushing the square button once, and then the round button to get to the engine oil, the square button again, and it will show that I have actually only gone 1 mile. But anyways, I'll push the round button once, twice. Now I will have to actually push the square button once and then the round button one time. At this point, I will actually hold the round button down for about 10 to 20 seconds. I'm holding it down as we speak. And when I let it go and go back to one screen and then back to this one, it should be reset. So that's what I'm going to be doing here in a second. I'm still holding the button down to make sure that it has been enough time to reset it. And I just let it go. Now I will go push the square button once. And as you can see, the engine oil has been reset to 0. So these are the procedures that you need to go through. If you wanted to go back and you want to check on the oil filter, you can do it the same way as I have showed you. You just need to scroll there. And this is really important because if you reset this and you keep on resetting it, it will remind you to change the oil. While we are on the subject of maintenance and oil changes, it's a good idea to keep a second record of your oil change as well. You may want to put it on the inside of your dash in the upper left-hand corner, just in case your battery does go dead, or for some reason there's no power to the engine. It will blank out your interval, so you won't know exactly when you changed the oil. So if you have a secondary place where it's listed when you change the oil, that would definitely be helpful. This particular car uses a 5W30 weight oil, like a lot of the newer cars do. It's a 3.5 liter V6, and also it uses 4.9 quarts of oil with the changing the oil filter. Without the oil filter, it uses 4.5. So it's just kind of a side note. You know, some people don't do this and they forget about changing the oil, which could be detrimental to their engine. I like to change my oil of about every 3,000 miles, 4,000 miles. Some people recommend it at 7,500 and different intervals. It has worked for me. I have had a number of cars that have gone over 200,000 miles and I haven't had engine problems with them. So I would recommend you changing the oil if you do it yourself, especially. It doesn't cost that much. I have a video that shows how you can do it. So I would recommend you watch that video. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and post it. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and give that thumbs up, that like for me. See you guys soon on the next one.